The modern marketing trap almost always begins with a single, seductive sentence. We've all seen this prompt. Maybe you've even used it yourself. Create a marketing campaign for my business. It's a classic. It's totally generic. And when the AI spits back this beautifully formatted, pristine text, it feels like actual magic. But just beneath that highly professional veneer lies a massive pitfall, and it is currently sinking countless automated campaigns across the entire industry.
Because here is the harsh truth that the algorithms simply aren't going to tell you. When a campaign targets absolutely everyone, from say broke college students all the way up to massive enterprise corporations, and treats them identically, well, it resonates with absolutely no one. Think about it. When everyone gets the exact same broadly painted message, nobody feels like that message was actually meant for them. It completely lacks the specific friction, the unique desires, and the context that makes real human beings actually stop and pay attention.
And that reveals the core blind spot that is causing these massive failure rates across AI marketing right now. We are all just so mesmerized by the how. How insanely fast the AI can write, how many variations it can pump out, that we've completely forgotten the who. Who are you actually talking to? If you skip this critical foundation, you aren't doing cutting-edge marketing. You're simply using incredibly advanced technology to scale irrelevance.
Now, the antidote to all of this is something we inherently understand in the physical world: customer segmentation. Think of a physical clothing store. They would never aggressively pitch a tailored business suit to a tired parent who's desperately just looking for durable toddler clothes, right? That makes no sense. Yet, for some reason, the second software and tech companies get a blinking AI chat box in front of them, they throw this basic, fundamental common sense right out the window.
Let's actually listen to how this failure sounds out in the wild. Our AI platform helps businesses improve productivity and reduce costs. Okay, sounds professional, doesn't it? But really think about that sentence for a second. It completely lacks a specific, compelling hook. What does productivity even mean to a Fortune 500 CEO versus a summer intern? What costs are we specifically talking about here? It's basically corporate elevator music. It's technically fine, but absolutely nobody is going to stop what they're doing to listen to it.
Let's take that exact same automation product. In reality, successfully selling it requires 3 completely different conversations based entirely on the unique friction points of the audience. Your small business owner? They want to automate because they have exactly 0 staff, and they are completely drowning in manual work. But a marketing director? They want to automate because they are sick and tired of manually moving reporting data between 5 different platforms. And the IT manager? They just want to reduce the endless flood of password reset tickets. It's literally the exact same product, but it demands entirely different conversations.
What this exposes is a massive paradigm shift in how we have to view this technology. AI doesn't replace your strategy, it scales your execution. AI is not some brilliant, omniscient master strategist that can magically read your customers' minds. It is simply the ultimate execution engine. It can dramatically reduce the time it takes to write out all those clever variations for the IT manager and the small business owner, sure, but you, the human, you absolutely must define those architectural rules first. To actually fix this, the best architectures out there map identity directly to a core problem. They don't just blindly list out demographics, they align that identity with a highly desired goal. They actively anticipate the hidden objections, like a small business heavily worrying about costs, or an IT team utterly terrified of security risks, and then they tie all of that to a specific desired action. When you map urgency and friction directly to action like this, your AI finally has a crystal clear track to run on.
And look, we really need to kill this myth once and for all that segmentation is just about age brackets. We all know the old model, right? Targeting the 25 to 35 demographic. Honestly, that is hopelessly outdated. Modern segmentation requires a much richer, entirely data-driven approach. You've got to look at their specific industry, the exact size of their company, their granular job role, and crucially, their buying stage. Are they just window shopping the market, or do they have a budget approved and they are ready to deploy right this second? Imagine applying this to a database of, say, 10,000 contacts. Instead of one lazy, generic mass blast, proper data architecture triggers specific, highly relevant states. So someone who has never purchased from you, they get a message focused entirely on solving their core problem. But someone who's been lingering on your pricing page, the AI generates a message explaining specific feature value. Your existing customers get highlights for add-ons, and someone who has been totally dormant for 6 months, they get a really exciting what's new update. But here is where our investigation takes a pretty dangerous twist. What happens when AI scales bad assumptions? What actually happens when you feed this incredibly powerful, hyper-fast execution engine incorrect
outdated, or just poorly classified customer records. Because make no mistake, the AI is eager to please. It will execute relentlessly on whatever fuel you feed it.
When you feed it bad data, you get something genuinely dangerous. You get highly personalized, beautifully written, utterly wrong messages. And the really scary part here is that AI makes these incorrect assumptions look totally convincing. If the information going in is garbage, the AI doesn't magically know the truth. This just emphasizes the absolute, non-negotiable need for data quality, clean customer records, and having a human firmly planted in the review loop.
But, and this is a big but, if you get that data right, you unlock the ultimate execution engine. You are no longer just blasting out posts into the void. You are segmenting, creating, testing, and measuring in a continuous learning loop that is running at totally superhuman speeds. You launch the variations. You measure exactly which segment converts the best, you learn from the hard data, and you let the AI iterate and improve without missing a single beat.
The contrast between utter failure and massive success really just comes down to a few choice words. The old, lazy prompt relies on those glossy illusions we talked about. It's vague and it breeds total irrelevance. But the new approach? That demands hyper-specific context. Saying something like, we sell automation to small manufacturing companies with 10 to 50 employees, create 3 concepts on saving time. The difference in architectural depth there is just staggering.
The AI's output becomes infinitely more relevant here. And it's not because the algorithm magically evolved or suddenly got smarter overnight. It's because you, the human architect, gave it a much, much better problem to solve. Context changes absolutely everything.
It is incredibly easy to use AI to flood the internet with generic noise. But infinite noise does not grow a business. You have to master the architecture of your customer's identity. Don't just create more marketing, create more relevant marketing. The technology is absolutely ready to scale your execution, but the real question is your data actually ready to be scaled? Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I will catch you next time as we continue exploring exactly how technology is reshaping the way we work.